Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode 62 of our Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness playthrough, which might turn out to be the final episode of Pokemon XD, because in the last episode, if you didn't check that out, feel free to go back and see what happened, because spoilers are coming in about 3, 2, and 1. We got ourselves Shadow Lugia. We did take it on XD001, the first Shadow Pokemon that apparently cannot be purified, as crazy as that sounds. We did manage to catch it. Wasn't unscathed. Everybody but Marowak did take an injury during that fight, but we did catch it. We had to resort to the Master Ball because either it was that or losing Marowak permanently, and Marowak is more important to me than not using a Master Ball against Shadow Lugia. I wasn't going to lose my Marowak to something like that, especially since it wasn't staying paralyzed, it was breaking out after the first shake of every Pokeball, it was landing all its hits against us. But in today's episode, I can't do a team recap because we're locked in dialogue, but you'll see my team as they get whittled away at by this guy here, because we're out to fight the Grandmaster, I think, of Team Cipher.
How dare you, child! How dare you snag my Shadow Lugia, my one loyal subject! There's nothing left, but I will personally see to the total destruction of your Pokemon. Fall!
This is, I believe, the final challenge. Look at the guy's eyes! Are those contacts? Are you cosplaying? Rhydon and Moltres. Spoilers for this particular character here, but every Pokemon of his is Shadow. And I have just Marowak. Alright, that's not happening. This does not count for a knockout. I don't care. Every single other time you fight a final boss, you get healed. So what we're going to do here, we're going to accept a loss, but Marowak is not taking an injury from this. I don't even care. We'll go back and heal. We'll come back to fight. It's kind of ridiculous. They don't expect you. They expect you to go through that Lugia encounter and this guy without healing in between. No, sorry. Unacceptable. There we go. I'm pretty sure the team's already fully healed, but whatever. But at least I can mark everybody but Marowak for their injuries at this point. But I'll tell you what. I'll leave Marowak in reserve. We'll put you to the bottom of the list. You know, I could use Shadow Lugia, actually. Tell you what, Marowak, you're not knocked out. We're gonna let you sit out, though. We're gonna bring Shadow Lugia. Kind of like this idea. Alright, so, let's go with marking everybody else, though. And move on with defeating Master Greevil once and for all. So, in a way, I guess this is how things would have been. Marowak would have been put away, but we immediately get another Pokemon added, so let's just do this. Now, will Shadow Lugia be able to deal with all the Shadow Pokemon that this guy sends after us? And am I going to try to capture all of those Shadow Pokemon? Not even close! I will clutch them later on. Clutch them? I will clutch them whenever I feel like clutching things. Alright, let's go. Come on, Greevil. I'll take you on as many times as I want.
Haha! Return as often as you wish. The more you rebel, the happier my Pokemon become.
Interesting little factoid, though. So, you saw this guy sent out a Moltres, right? Yeah, if you saw the intro video, he has all 3 Shadow Legendary birds. When I first played this game back on the GameCube, not when it first came up, because I bought it actually pretty late, I didn't even know the game existed. Or maybe I did, I just didn't really know much of how it existed. But, I got it on GameCube, and the first time I played through it, I managed to catch, I think, his entire team, except Zapdos, to get away from me. I caught the Moltres, and I caught the Articuno, and I was like, it doesn't feel right, but, you know, I'm the kind of person that's like, whenever I catch legendaries, or if I'm encountering legendaries, if I catch them, fine, I'll take them. But if I miss out on them, it's like, I kind of don't need it. I'm not going to use it for anything, so I just let it go. But then, as the credits were rolling, I was like, I couldn't help but hear Lawrence III's voice from Pokemon the Movie 2000, "Disturb not the harmony of fire, ice, and lightning." And by catching 2 of the 3 birds and leaving the other one as a shadow, I was like, I've disturbed the harmony. And I felt instantly, like, regretful. I was like, oh no, what have I done? I haven't caught all 3 shadows. spoilers, when you complete the game and come back, you can fight him again, and he still will have the shadows that you didn't catch yet. So, I was able to catch that Shadow Zapdos, and that was all good. Alright, but problem is, these things are going to be resistant to all our attacks. I'm going to go for Shadow Down, actually, as we go for Waterfall to the Rhydon. See if Twinkie can one-shot all these things. There's one-shot. I'll take that. And, oh, almost level up. Exeggutor comes in next. That can be Ice Beamed, I guess. So Shadow Down is going to lower their physical defense. It's not going to help Twinkie's attacks. Should I try to catch some of these things? I don't know. I don't want to lose Pokemon, so I'm going to say no, because I can get them later on. Like, well, interesting with this guy. The Shadow Pokemon do not run from him, so if I was to catch them, I would have to catch them here. I might have to consider doing that then. I'm kind of more interested in trying to get the 3 birds than the others. So, that being the case... What does Shadow Shed do again? Changes their... Or does it get rid of the light screen and stuff like that, I think. I'm going to Shadow Blast the Moltres. We're going to go for an Ice Beam into the Exeggutor. I want to see how much our... Although it is resisted, Shadow Blast, I want to see how much we do to the Moltres after a Shadow Down. Hardly a thing. A couple more of those wouldn't be too bad, though. Shadow Fire into... Please keep targeting the Lugia. It can take it. It is resistant to your stuff. Shadow End. Misses. Thankfully, because you went after our non-resistant Pokemon. Let's go for another Shadow Down, as we Ice Beam the Exeggutor. Should I bring in a Pokemon more physical? Do I even have a Pokemon that's more physical? I mean, Dive Bomb has strength, but that's not really stab. It's not going to help us that much. But Twinkie levels up to 48. And we see Tauros come in next. I don't have anything super effective on you. Marowak with his submission is gone for now. But we got Cross Drop on Blaney, though. Our attack stat goes down. Alright. Should I try a Thunderbolt onto the Moltres? We could paralyze. But as far as paralyzing, we have Dragon Breath on Puck as well, which has a better chance to cause paralysis. Anyway, Shadow Fire into Twinkie. Ow! Well, that being the case, let's Shadow Blast the Moltres again, and we're going to get Twinkie out of there and go into... I'd like to intimidate that Tauros. I'm going to Dive Bomb. I'm going to Dive Bomb. I'm going to bring in Dive Bomb and Intimidate. I want to see, does Shadow Blast do more now that we've lowered the defense again? No, we did get intimidated, though. No, it doesn't matter as much, so... Looks like Shadow Blast is based on special. Shadow Fire goes into Dive Bomb, who is water type, so he resists fire. But of course it's a shadow attack, so that doesn't matter. Shadow Rush from Tauros. And Dive Bomb. Ah, we have the leftovers, though. Let's try this. I'm gonna say the Moltres can probably handle a dive from Dive Bomb. If Dive Bomb is quick enough, we can at least avoid an attack for a turn and heal up with the leftovers. That doesn't do much. At least he is quick, though. Okay, he gets underwater, avoiding whatever attacks. They actually did go after Dive Bomb. Oh, Shadow Sky. And we're about to lose Dive Bomb, so I can't get the Rain Dance up, unfortunately. Well, with the Shadow Sky active, Shadow Move should be more powerful. Let me just read what Lugia's attacks are all about, though. No, we're gonna go Summary. Shadow Blast. All it says is 80 power, Wicked Blade of Air form using Shadowy Aura. Shadow Shed gets rid of the reflected stuff. Down sharply lowers defense. That's actually more powerful, although it is spread reduced. I'm going to try the Shadow Storm. I know it's probably going to combine with Dive to knock out Moltres, but I'm kind of okay with that. If we happen to knock out the bird, so be it. It does nothing. And that does nothing too, so I guess Dive probably won't take it out. Might be in capture range, though. Come on, take this Dive Bomb. Or Lugia, take the hit. Oh, and I think that was his last knockout, too. But, if Pokemon get knocked out along the way, yeah, he's gone now for good. That's his 4. Nightmare can take 1, Blaney can take 1, Twinkie still can take several. Puff is down to 1 left as well, so Dive Bomb is permanently out. I'm going to bring Blaney in for cross-chopping purposes. So we can drop that Tauros. Now we can't switch out. Good, I was afraid Blaney was going to take a pretty bad hit from this thing. But we're okay with this. So since Shadow Lugia is not doing much damage, we're just going to go for the Pokeballs with it. Try to catch this Moltres. And we're going to see if Blaney can drop this Tauros. Since it has had some defense drops, I'm pretty sure. I think we hit it with a Shadow down. Alright, Pokeballs. 16 of them left. Let's go Moltres. And we're going to cross-chop the Tauros. I highly doubt we're going to be able to catch this. But you never know. We could get lucky here. You were really gonna put me on leave me on the hook like that? Come on. Oh, you're faster than our Magmar. That's nice. At least we dropped the Tauros. So, that was Tauros, Exeggutor, and Rhydon. That's kind of crazy that he has those Pokemon. Those are pretty similar to the champion back in Pokemon Red and Blue. And here's the next of the legendary Pokemon. I think that drops Blaney. Not quite. Alright, Blaney's still here for one more turn. I'm going to try Pokeball. If we're lucky, we'll get Moltres. And let's hope that we can pull through and get a Flamethrower fired off on Articuno. Fired off. Get it? Yeah, I didn't mean for that joke, but it was so good, it just happened on its own. Alright. Up and B, down and B, left and right, whatever the code is. Guys, you weren't quick enough. You didn't do it at the right time. Don't you know the timing is important when doing that trick? That was what people, I remember reading something about that. They said, the trick to make a Pokeball work as a Master Ball is you hold up and B as the ball opens. But if you don't get the timing exactly right, it won't work. That just means it doesn't work. The timing doesn't matter. Alright, Nightmare. Let's bring you in. So we're gonna go for Shadow Chill. Why don't you chill, Articuno? Can that cause a freeze? It's possible. What about this? I will again try the Pokeball. We only got 14 left, so I really don't think we're going to catch these birds. But I'm going to curse the Articuno. If it happens to faint, it happens to faint. This thing's shaking a lot more erratically than Lugia did, though. Would you not target the Pokemon that's trying to do something? Oh, great, just a one-hit knockout. Alright, fair. Twinkie can do the most damage. I'm gonna bring Puff in. If Puff faints, of course, he's gone for good. But I want Twinkie to come in with the most power that we can do. I wonder if I should just Shadow Storm, drop that Moltres. I can't risk. We're losing too many Pokemon. I can't risk this. We're going to Dragon Breath the Articuno. We might get lucky and paralyze it, but I'm pretty sure Shadow Storm drops this Moltres. Look at how little that did. Wow. Right, Moltres falls. Now for the final Pokemon, Shadow Zapdos. Which is definitely going to be faster than pretty much our entire team. Twinkie might be quick enough to outspeed it. You're really quicker? Come on. Oh, we handled that, though. I guess because the Shadow Storm or the Shadow Sky wasn't up anymore. Yeah, but we're frozen solid. Why? Doesn't make any sense. Alright. Whatever. Doesn't make any sense why you had to freeze. No, it makes sense. What makes sense is the computer cheats. Shadow Blast away. This is gonna take forever. Shadow Sky. That's not that good. Well, I'm not quite sure how to get out of this one. I just noticed here too, as we've gone 62 episodes, I'm just noticing there's no PP on Shadow moves. So Shadow Pokemon would never run out of PP. I didn't even know that until just this moment. I was like, how many Shadow Blasts do we have left? Infinite. Nice. I guess we'll just Shadow Storm and try to get both things. I'm going to Ice Beam Zapdos. Oh, we are faster. Okay. Let's get that freeze. It's clearly, obviously able to get frozen. Pokemon can get froze, like, you know, huh? No, of course not. Great. It all comes down to brick walls hitting brick walls with their shadow moves that do no damage. Gotta love it. You know I'm gonna get frozen though by the Shadow Chill. I'm tempted just to speed to the end of this fight because there's not gonna be much to see. It's just whittling away back and forth with each other's HP. I will tell you this though, as much as I don't want to heal mid-battle, I'm not going through this again. I will max restore Lugia, just to finish this off. It's like, there's not much more to be seen here. You've seen the Pokemon. We caught the Lugia. That's all that really matters, you know. This is going to take forever. So, with spread damage reduction, we're doing, I think it's like 75% power of our attack to each Pokemon. So 75% of 95, that's roughly about 70-ish power. Shadow Blast would then be stronger against a single target. So, I'm trying to do the calculations. Once I do one more Shadow Storm on Zapdos, I think I'll just try to Shadow Blast it for the knockout. Don't know if it's actually going to knock it out, but we will find out for sure. We'll do our best. I don't even think Shadow Storm or Shadow Blast at that range takes it out. I would like to take one of them down before having to heal, though. So one more Shadow Storm here. And yeah, Shadow Bolt has a chance to paralyze, too, is the thing. Hey Lugia, do you want to go to Hyper Mode for me? Or Reverse Mode, get some critical hits? Actually, Shadow Storm might take you down now. Alright, but we do have to heal first of all. We're into the red, yeah. Healing is kind of necessary. Hopefully you don't mind that I'm breaking my tradition with healing right here. But you guys don't want to sit through this again. I don't want to make you sit through this again. Where's our full restore? There we go. Now, you know what? I'm going to Hyper Potion. I'm going to save the full restores for status conditions. There we go. Uh-oh. I've broken my whole rule of not healing. Do you really mind, though? If you do, I can do a whole other playthrough of this game if you'd like. And start from scratch and do it all properly. I don't think you want that, though. I'll tell you, I don't want that. I'm kind of surprised they haven't frozen me yet. You'd think that they would want to do that. And when I say want, I mean the computer deciding to cause a condition, not randomly rolling the dice. Just picking the fact that, oh, we're going to cause that to happen. Can we drop these Zapdos? Once we do, this Shadow Storm gets more powerful on just the single target Articuno. Would you just faint? You know, a Shadow Blast probably would have finished that at that point. So what else can we talk about? I guess what I can say is, once this game is complete, we're moving into Gen 4, because this is the last of the Gen 3 games for us to get through. But we're going to wait till the Ultra Sun playthrough is done first. I want to have just one major playthrough on the go at one time, because with both these games on the go at once, I haven't had much time to record a bunch of stuff. That's why I haven't had a lot of Pokemon TCG on the channel. I haven't had time to sit down and record, because I've been, like, having to grind up teams for 2 games. Takes a lot of time for recording and stuff like that. So once I'm done with this, nice little hiatus from the retro games till we finish Ultra Sun. With the completion of Ultra Sun, though, we'll get back to doing some older games like Pearl will be the next game that we go into in Gen 4. But it also brings the Pokemon Sun and Moon or Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battles back as well. Once I can finally get some move tutor moves on my Pokemon. Like I'm definitely gonna get Ice Punch on Igaloo, our Alolan Sandshrew, because just the fact that I can finally use a decent Sub-Zero Slammer attack from our Alolan Sandshrew is gonna be so cool. Now, I wonder if spread damage reduction was even a thing in this generation, because that's not doing that much more damage. Let's try the Shadow Blast. I'm pretty sure it's based off of Lugia's regular Aero Blast attack. It doesn't really look like it. Or does it? Is that how it looked back in Stadium 2? Maybe. No, I remember Stadium 2 had like this orange energy ball with blue around it. And it certainly doesn't look like it did in the movie, Pokemon the Movie 2000. Either way, you'd think it would have a higher chance for critical, though, because that's what Aeroblast has, I think. Even that's doing nothing. I'm just glad this guy doesn't have full restores of his own. And I'd like to see, once we get through the Gen 4 game, if we can do almost like a side game on the channel of Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. I can show some of my Pokemon in that, because that was the, like, they didn't really have a Pokemon Stadium kind of game on the N64, or the GameCube, I mean. But yeah, N64 is where it first came out, but didn't have it on the GameCube. This was kind of taking place, because there's like a Coliseum mode to this, which I've tried, and it is pretty hard. But they didn't have a full-fledged, just like a Stadium standalone game. They did with Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii, which was pretty cool, because back before TMs were multi-use, starting with Gen 5, you could get a bunch of TMs that were pretty special, like Water Pulse, so you get from Battle Revolution, you could get... What else could you get? A lot of the moves that you can only get once in the game, like really decent moves, too. And it was cool to get those TMs. And then Gen 5 comes along and says, oh, you know what? Every TM is going to be multi-use. So all that work that I put into in the past games of getting all the TMs that I needed, pretty much just down the drain. So... Oh, finally we land a critical hit! Ah, that took forever. Alright, we're done, Greevil. It only took 2 Lugias to take you down. Gwah! 5,000 bucks. That makes up for losing 2 of my Pokemon. Yay. But that is the last battle. Finally, we're finished this adventure. Now, of course, there's some post-game stuff. I don't think I'm gonna do that, though. Because, like, we've gone through this. This is 62 episodes in this game.
How? A mere child. A mere child crushed my cherished plan?
Yep. Oh, we gotta fight this guy now. I forgot.
What? This can't be. It's your fault. I won't forgive. There is no forgiving you. Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up Dark Isle with the child still on it.
Whoa, okay, I don't fight him.
But if I did that, our shadow Pokemon data and our subordinates would all be lost as well. Grandmaster, such things can be replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've rented a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right.
Wait. These guys are messed. Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed.
Ashamed? Clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cipher's demise. Cipher must survive. This is our first duty. The Grandmaster feels the same way. Yes, for Cipher's sake, sacrifices must be endured.
What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. XD001 was snagged, not defeated. Nothing remains of Cipher.
Silence. Cipher will live forever. If only this child hadn't... Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Dark Isle. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child.
That's like saying, no offense, but... And then clearly you're going to say the most offensive thing that you could ever imagine? I don't buy it.
Stop. Let's put a stop to this. Daddy!
I mean, father. Father?
Don't call him father. Call him the Grandmaster.
Come on, Dad. You've lost sight of what's important. You got carried away with this whole Grandmaster nonsense. I mean, Grandmaster nonsense. It is impossible to take over the world by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this kid. This kid's pure heart won out over XD001. We were in the wrong.
Silence! 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 Why aren't you showing some spine? We've come so far.
But in the end, it didn't even matter. Cipher is finished. Father, you yourself should know that more than anyone. Yeah, his voice did change. You notice that?
Oh.
Whatever. I'm going to my room. I got some emo things to be emo about. Now please, stand up. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we have done.
Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake.
And he's apologizing here, and they're going to let him off the hook. That's not happening. Thanks to your courage, we were finally able to awake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again, too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I will look forward to it. Man, this is a nice guy. And he didn't get me blowed up. It's an instant bonus in my book. Alright, so they're going to shut off the weather machine, because we're going to see the nice parting clouds as we reminisce over the fact that our Gyarados and Altaria had to be knocked out as we leave the Death Star floating over Angel Island. Actually, no, this is Death Egg, isn't it? I didn't even think of that. Anyways, everyone's so happy. We did it. You can see it from there? I didn't know you could actually see the... Oh, whatever. We're in Pyrite Town with the nice confetti falling down. Where's Meyer B at? Well, this guy's still running with his cast form. Where's his cast form? Whatever. Hey, it's the lab! Where's Pineco? Did he make it? Is he okay? I don't care about Jovi. Where's Pineco? Oh, hi, Mom. We did it! The day is saved! I feel bad I had a heal during that last battle, but like, hey, even Gonzap's hanging out. Hey, there's what's-his-face. Hey, there's the other guy. Duking. Kamino. Kaminko? I don't know. Let's save that game. Is it okay to overwrite? Yes. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead, capture all the Shadow Pokemon. I kind of forget what you get for doing that. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Hey, since we're done, leave a comment letting me know what you thought of the entire series. Did you like the challenge that I put into it with all those knockouts and the fact that you can't use all your Pokemon, you can't heal mid-battle? See, if I could heal mid-battle, that last fight wouldn't have been as bad. Still would have been bad, but I did heal one Pokemon. If I had healed everybody... Oh, it's our little Eevee that we saw for, like, what, one episode? And it's a Togepi! And it's Teddy or so. It's just random Pokemon now. But that is the last of the 3D adventures of Pokemon. It wasn't what they call a main series game, you know. Hello, Lavrina. It was more like a side story thing, but, like, it was still a 3D world that you went through. And I want to see something like this come back. Like, they're talking about Robo Groudon. Talking about maybe an eventual Pokemon game on the Switch. I hope it's something like this. I want to see the return of Team Cipher and the Shadow Pokemon plan, because, like, I mean, okay, even putting that aside, I want to see Meyer B come back, because he's one of the more memorable characters in the entire franchise, I find. Personally, I don't know, if anyone out there hasn't even seen this game or Coliseum, you probably had no clue this disco dancing afro guy even existed, but if you did play, you knew about him, and you probably remember him just as well as I do, because he had his own music in battle and stuff. He was just a really memorable character, and I would like to see him come back. I've said before, it'd be cool to see the Shadow Pokemon thing come back, in which your own Pokemon can be taken from you, made into shadows, and you have to snag them back to purify them. Because what if they did a thing where they could actually learn specific, like, special moves, like some of the Pokemon that we purified in this game? They get moves that are not egg moves, they're not TM moves, no move tutor moves. They're, like, I think Cipher can have Morning Sun. What happened to Snorunt? Anyway, different moves that they normally can't get, like Tri-Attack Togepi. You know, it'd be cool if maybe, say, as much as I don't want to say it, but Shelbert, my Squirtle, if he was ever captured, we could get him back and purify him. He might have some special moves. There's Myrby. And just the fact that they could get the Shadow Purification Ribbon that you can only get when you purify a Shadow Pokemon. Back in Gen 3, I got all the ribbons I could for my Blastoise Sheldon. The only ribbon we couldn't get from this generation was the Purification Ribbon. And there was, like, ribbons for World Championships and stuff like that. Of course, I wasn't anywhere near good enough to do that kind of stuff, but as far as the obtainable ribbons at home kind of thing, the one I couldn't get was the Purification Ribbon for such Pokemon as this Lugia, which can be purified, by the way. And I'm going to show you that before we end off the episode. But, yeah, it'd be cool just to see another game like this come back, because if we do Battle Revolution on the channel, which I guess leave me a comment if you want to see that done at some point once we get through Gen 4, you're going to see there's no adventure mode to that. It's just Coliseum after Coliseum after Coliseum, and you're going through all the different kind of battles. It's a cool game, though. There's lots of different formats and tournament rules and stuff that you go through. Different... Some of them aren't so good. The whole random Pokemon in Neon Coliseum and, was it Sunset Coliseum? I wasn't super fond of those, but you'll see those eventually if we do that playthrough. Alright, as a last order of business for this video, unless you guys want to see more of some post-game stuff, we're going to go to the game. We'll load up. Alright, I think we're back at the lab. Meyer B showed up. Already? We just started the game. Where is he at? Oh, he's at the tower. I'm not going to deal with him right now. So, the team is fully healed, I'm hoping? Yes. Now, let's go over to Orre Coliseum. Egan from Agate Village. Dear Chaz, I have heard that you returned from Citydark Isle. I send this message as an invitation to the Orre Coliseum. I will be arriving shortly to ask you in So, moving on, we're going to head on out here, and... What's up, Jovi?
Big brother, there's an old man with a really long beard standing outside. When Jovi asked, he let Jovi touch the beard. When Jovi tugged it, he said it hurt. It must be real. Why would you... Ah, Chaz, welcome back. You're quite the hero. Everyone says so about you. But you be sure to show your face to Lily every so often. Though she won't say it to you, she is a mother.
I think she said that to me before. Of course she's worried about you. I'm pretty sure we've gone over this several times during my youth. Pla Pla and Min Min. No, close. My My. Alright, so let's go talk to our good old buddy, Egan. I bet he's eager to talk to us. Pineco, you made it!
Hi!
I love Pineco! Okay, let's go talk to Egan. There you are.
Chaz,
Have you read the email that I sent you? Part of it. Portion of it, yes.
I panicked and sent the email before I finished it, but I'm glad to hear that you received it. I was inspired by your battle exploits, Chaz, you see? It made me want to have a battle with you. That said, Chaz, there are countless trainers that would be honored to battle with Cipher's nemesis. I therefore decided to take charge and organize a Coliseum event. Impressed? But before we talk, we must battle, you and I. On guard. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want to do one last thing. Actually, we're going to use Shadow Lugia. What am I thinking? We're going to destroy this guy. Especially if you're going to send out a couple of Pichu after us. I apologize for what is about to go down here, Egan. Oh, wait, Twinkie's in here, too. I forgot it's not just a single battle here. Alright. So, level 45. We're going to Shadow Storm, which is probably going to be the knockout. We're going to Psychic. Either one, which is fine. I just want to show you what we can do with the Shadow Lugia. Because I was thinking, like, when I first saw this game, they said that it couldn't be purified, and I was like, man, the reason I got this game was so I could add Lugia to my Pokédex in
Sapphire, right? So I was thinking, I can't purify it? That's kind of weird. But I mean, it's kind of cool having a... Look at this shadowy looking beast on your side. Is this a knockout? Ooh, just about. Pretty sure Pichu falls to this, though. I would have been surprised otherwise. So, he clearly doesn't have just a Pikachu on his team anymore. He's stepping up in the world. So we've got 2 Pikachu on his team. Alright. Neither one's shiny, you're noticing. So Shadow Storm, let's Psychic Pikachu, see if that's enough to take it down. Drop the Pichu easily enough. And he doesn't have just Pichu and Pikachu on his team, however. Check this out. He has advanced. He's got Raichu. Can we defeat these Pokemon before they take us down? If you said yes, then right you are. Eh? Alright, Pikachu falls. Raichu's gonna take a little bit of a hit. We at least have. Ooh, we actually can't! Level 55 though, so I mean it kinda stands to reason. Another Raichu comes in. So we're gonna I'm gonna Shadow Blast this one. I'm gonna Psychic. Whoops, what am I doing? What did I do? Lugia, Shadow Blast, fully healed one. We're gonna Psychic, the weak one. There we go. Alright, and we're still faster than a Raichu. Not bad. Does not yet fall, however. Yet Lugia is faster as well. Alright, that is acceptable. Not bad, and I'm pretty sure we can just sit back. Well, we're gonna take some hits here. Ooh, Thunder. This doesn't count for knockouts, by the way. It's post-game. Doesn't matter. Tell you what, let's bring Dive Bomb in. Let him take a hit. I should still have Marowak with me. He could handle these things. Oh, we're gonna Intimidate. Excellent. And they're gonna Rain Dance. Ooh, not so good. Well, Shadow Storm takes them both out anyway, and we saw Lugia was faster. Now, is Dive Bomb faster than Lugia? Because I have an idea. We're gonna get you out of there. Aw, Lugia's quicker. Oh well. Shadow Storm drops these 2 Raichu. So what he was talking about, the Orre Coliseum, that is a brutal place. I've tried it. My guys cannot stand up. I think basically every Pokemon in there is like max IVs. Or at least they have to be really high up there. Because they got some serious power to them. And Dive Bomb, who should actually be knocked out right now and injured and put away, levels up. Myth Trainer Egon is defeated. Oh, I knew it, but bravo! I repeat, bravo! And here's some cash. Thank you. You paid more than the richest man, Verich did. It's no wonder that Cipher has their eyes on you. I must say, I enjoyed myself tremendously. I'm sure that the... Wait. He said Cipher has their eyes on you, not had their eyes on you. Cipher's still around. Confirmed. Pokemon Shadow game for the Switch. I'm sure that the trainers who have gathered at the Orre Coliseum will be delighted to face you. Please, we'd very much like you to come. Where is it at, though? You haven't even told me that. Alright, there it is. This is the Orre Coliseum. Thanks. I don't really want to check it out, though, but... I don't know. I probably should show it off, because it's still part of the game. The toughest trainers in the land have gathered with you as the goal, Chaz. We'll be waiting for you at the Orre Coliseum. I'm not doing that anytime soon, however. The last thing I want to showcase is inside the lab. Hold the fort, Pineco. I'll be back in a bit. So let's head on inside. So first of all, they're going to tell me there's a Pokemon ready to open its heart. I'm going to just jump over here to the purification chamber, the purify chamber right here, and we're going to grab Lugia from our party. I got you up there. And so, they said it can't be purified. Note that when we sent it into battle, it didn't lower the heart gauge at all, because Shadow Lugia can't be purified. However, check this out. I have every section of the purify chamber maximum for max tempo, the best flow we can get. I'm going to put Lugia down here. Something's different about the Lugia. Maybe. I wonder what the deal is there. Heart gauge is immediately 0. If you have Purify Chamber all maxed out, as I do, you can purify Shadow Lugia. It's your reward for purifying so many Pokemon to be able to fill this out. It really shows the heart of the Pokemon and the care you put into them. And we got Articuno in the background. We didn't even need to catch that Shadow Articuno. Lugia opened the door to its heart. We're getting the move Psycho Boost, a very powerful attack. We get Feather Dance. I think that might be... No, is that a move we can normally get? I don't know. Earthquake. And it relearns Recover. No, Hydro Pump. Alright, and some experience points for taking out all of the Shadow guys, or the Greevil guys, Shadow Pokemon. And we're not going to nickname you. You're a legend. And we're going to exit out of here for now because... Let's talk to some folks. Hi, Chaz. I've heard that you succeeded in purifying that Shadow Lugia. Took like no time, too. Those Cipher cretins said that it couldn't be purified, but you've proven them wrong. Chaz, it's because you never shirked and gave it your all. Sincerely, thank you, dear. And that's that. Alright, so let's go see the Shadow Lugia. I mean, the Lugia, which is no longer Shadow. It's got the ability of, well, it's Hardy Nature, which is neutral. Not the best. You want sort of a stat boost. But anyway, it has Pressure for the ability. You see the moves right there. And it's got the Purification Ribbon for clearing all difficulties. That is the end of Team Cipher's Shadow Pokemon plan. Now, of course, there are still Shadow Pokemon to be collected if I check out my PDA and get the Shadow Monitor. Yeah, we still gotta try to get the Pokemon that Big Head Honcho had. We can get them eventually. Lugia is purified. We still haven't seen the Dragonite, and there's still that Togepi we never picked up at the Outskirts stand. But we know where we can get that. And there's a few others that ran away as we fought the trainers along the way. And we haven't purified Poliwrath yet. Anyway, but I'm gonna say, unless you guys want to see more of this game, that's probably gonna be it for our playthrough. I might show off the Orre Coliseum if I want to go through a lot of frustrations, because it is a very difficult task. But, all that being said, I'm gonna say... I know. This is probably going to be it for Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness. So, I want to say, for everybody who is watching along the way, giving suggestions and recommendations for which Pokemon to add to our team, nickname ideas as well, I want to say thanks for all your support, your feedback, your interactivity with the series. Look forward to more interactivity coming up in some other future playthroughs as well, because as we eventually get through all the main series playthroughs showing my Pokemon adventures throughout the generations, I'm going to be doing some randomized Nuzlocks as well, in which point we're going to catch, random things. You guys can throw some nicknames out for those Pokemon, but we'll see that as it goes along the way. I guess there's not much more to be said here. We're going to wrap things up for our Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness playthrough. If you have missed any episodes along the way, there's a link in the description to the full playlist. You can check out whatever episode you want. They're all in there. You can see all of our hardships along the way, especially against that Gorgon guy. That wasn't too long ago. But anyways, feel free to share this with a friend that might want to check out the entire adventure of the Orre region Round 2. I never called it Round 2 yet, did I? I've been calling Ultra Sun Alola Round 2. I never thought to call this Round 2 for Orre. But anyway, if you want to share it with a friend, you're welcome to do so. If you want to see some more videos that I have done, of course you can check out the links during the outro. You can also just click onto the channel itself, see what I have for videos up. You can subscribe for some daily Pokemon content as well, as more videos come forth from our playthroughs, Pokemon TCG Online. We've got regular Pokemon News update video thingies, which I gotta get back to on the channel. But I guess there's not much more to be said. Just feel free to subscribe, check out the channel for some more Pokemon content. And with that, I guess we are done. I want to say once again, thanks for watching the entire series, for those of you that stuck with me through the entire thing, gave your suggestions, gave your feedback. Much appreciated. And it was a good time, despite the frustrations, I play it up a little bit, but it can still be frustrating. Not really all that bad, because we made it. We got to the end. Now I'm just rambling. We're now going to sign off. Professor Chaz is out of here. I want to say once more, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.